preparing for the IELTS test, I guess.
Okay, although the IELTS test isn't until next year, is that right?
No, I can prepare. There is some test in the December, I guess.
Right, next month.
Yeah, next month. Next month.
Oh, okay. I thought you weren't doing it until next year. The
Nam is
I
doing it next year. I am doing this year.
Oh, you are doing it in December. Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
All right. Do you know what date? Do you know?
I don't know yet. I
Okay.
just signed up.
All right. Okay. Oh, well, good luck with your preparation for that.
Yes,
Thank you.
thank you.
Okay. Hello, Gao Khan.
Hello, John.
Hello. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks.
Good. Tell me one thing you have done this week, please, Gao Khan.
I think I done my homework.
Sorry, you've done what sort of work? Homework, did you say?
Yeah.
Homework. Okay. For what subjects?
For math.
For math. Is math your favorite subject?
I don't think so.
You don't think so. What is your favorite subject?
My favorite subject is nothing.
Sorry, I didn't hear that. Is your favorite subject is what?
Nothing.
Writing? Writing?
Nothing.
Nothing. You don't have a favorite subject. Okay. All right. So you would say, I don't have a favorite subject. You wouldn't say my favorite subject is nothing. All right. Just say, I don't have a favorite subject.
I don't have a favorite subject.
Correct. Well done. Thank you, Gao Khan. Okay. Hello, Nok. How are you?
Hello.
Hello. Hi. Good to see you.
Yeah, actually, I'm quite tired because I'm snowing under with a lot of assignments and I have met a lot of deadlines this week, so it was quite stressful, I think.
I'm sure it would be stressful. I'm sure it'd be very stressful. So you say snowed under. Okay, I think you said snowing under to me. You say snowed under. Just past tense. I snowed under. I was snowed under with a lot of assignments. It does sound very stressful, Nok. Have you finished all of them, the assignments?
Yeah, I have just finished it.
Okay, that's great. So you can relax a little bit this afternoon?
Yeah, and actually, I have the intention of watching a TED Talk video after this lesson.
Oh, do you? TikTok, you enjoy TikTok?
Yeah, some topics, because I just listen to TED Talk videos in order to improve my lexical resources.
Wow, what a good idea. That's a great idea. Sounds good, Nok. I hope you can relax at the same time, as well as improving your lexical resources. That's great. Okay, who's next? Hakan. Hello, Hakan. Hello,
Hello.
Hakan.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm fine.
Oh,
Thank
good.
you.
Good. Tell me one thing you have done this week, please.
Playing video games.
What sort of games? What sort of video game?
It's a shooting game.
A shooting game. Okay. You enjoy those sort of games the most?
Yes. Yeah, I enjoy some game have a little violence in there.
Right. Okay. Speaking of that, I've been watching Squid Game this week. Have you ever seen that?
Yes, I have. I know either content.
Right. It's yeah, it's interesting. Interesting. A
Yes.
little bit violent, but
Yes.
not too bad. I don't like violent movies. I don't, but this one isn't too bad.
Yes.
All right, thank you, Hakan. Good English. Good English. I have nothing to correct with what you said. That was very good. Okay. Hello, Tone.
Hello.
Hello, how are you, Tone?
Quite tired.
Please tell me one thing you have done this week.
Well, this morning I did a mock test for SAT,
Yes. Wow.
and
How did it go? How was it?
it was quite bad. Like,
Quite bad, you think?
yeah,
What part didn't you like?
I didn't like the reading very part on was very hard for me.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I know they are very difficult sometimes.
Yeah.
Just be careful when you are talking to me with your consonants, please, Tone. Words like, make sure you say the k sound. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Tone. All right. And the last one. Hello, Kian.
Hi,
Hi, how are you?
I'm great.
Okay. Please tell me one thing you have done this week.
So, I gladly the epidemic in my area has settled
Yeah.
down a little bit. So
Ah.
this morning I could go out and play a football game with my friends. today.
Wow, that's great because I understand a lot of people in Hanoi still have to stay inside. Is that right?
Uh,
Because of COVID.
yes,
Oh, I'm glad you could get outside and play football. That's
yes.
great. Okay, Kian. All right. Thank you, everyone, for having a short conversation with me, and welcome to the class for today. So I hope we're going to do some interesting things today. I will quickly show you now what our schedule is for this lesson, and we will get started. Okay, so as you can see, I've asked you to tell me one thing about your week, which you've all done very well. Thank you. So we're just going to revise the speaking tips. All right, part 2 and 3. We're going to do the speaking topic. We're going to continue with the speaking topic that we started last week. Remember, last week I got you to write an introduction to a speaking topic. We're going to continue with that, and you're going to speak to me for up to 2 minutes. Okay, and then we're going to do a paraphrase exercise. Remember that paraphrasing is a very important part of doing the Ielts test. You have to do paraphrasing for both the written and the speaking tests. All right, so it's very important that you can do this as well as you can. So we're going to practice that. And then hopefully we'll get time to go through some of these idiomatic expressions. Any questions so far? Okay, let's get started. So we're just going to revise, first of all, the speaking tips. So part 1, we've already done for this lesson, all right? When I asked you questions about what you've been doing this week. So we've already done part 1 of the speaking test. Part 2, remember, is giving a 2-minute speech. You have 1 minute to prepare for this. For today's exercise, I'm going to give you 2 minutes to prepare. And then part 3, the examiner will ask you general questions on your part 2 topic. And I will do a little bit of that with you. All right. So remember, just quickly going through all these, it's not a test of knowledge, remember, but a test of speaking. So don't worry too much about your ideas. All you have to do is worry about how you express them. And again, I will emphasize this one here, simple ideas expressed using excellent English will get you a top score. Okay, so it is using excellent English that is being judged. Simple ideas. Okay. And how to start your talk. We did this last week. To get a score of 6 or above, begin your talk by paraphrasing your topic card. And as we discussed last week, the 2 reasons we paraphrase are 1, to show we understand what the topic is about, and 2, to allow us to demonstrate our vocabulary. All right, that's why we paraphrase, those 2 reasons. And that's why they ask you to paraphrase. They want to hear you use synonyms. All right. Any questions about any of that? Okay. By the way, Paula won't be joining us today. Paula is doing a mock test. So she's busy doing something else. All right. So remember last week, I got you to write these introductions. What I want you to do now is I'm going to give you 2 minutes to prepare the rest of your talk. Okay?
It's
2
still the
minutes.
same topic as
Still
last week,
exactly
right?
this.
Okay.
Still the same topic. Okay, so you've already written the introduction. You've already written your first line. Remember, any of these speeches, you should start them with, I'm going to talk about, I'm going to introduce you. Words like that, all right? Or I'm going to tell you about. I'm going to tell you about, I'm going to introduce you, I'm going to talk about, are all perfectly acceptable introductions. So, would you like to make a note of your introduction? So you don't have to write this down for me at the moment. You're going to talk this. So please make a note of what you've written as your introduction already. And I'm going to give you 2 minutes. I'm going to go back to the class sheet in just a moment. Is everyone all right if I close this sheet down? Anyone want to see any more?
It's okay.
Okay. All right, I'll shut this one down and we'll go back to the sheet. All right, so this is what you are doing, the speaking topic. 2 minutes to prepare, use the introduction you wrote last week. Speak for 2 minutes and finish with a tidy 1-sentence conclusion. Remember, the conclusions are very important also because they give a nice, tidy finish to your speech and they make it sound like you are in control and that you are very confident and that you know what you're talking about. So describe a friend who is very important to you, who they are, how you met, what they're like, and why they're special to you. And I would like to hear you use adjectives, positive adjectives, such as kind, generous, warm-hearted, fun, other adjectives you can think of. Okay, so you have 2 minutes to prepare. Unless you have any more questions, 2 minutes starting from now. So, Mrs. Ha, how was your class this morning?
It was 5.
How is Jake?
Yeah, he's okay. He's okay.
Okay, good. Does he ever talk to you about his baby?
From parents, because I couldn't hear. The last speaker is very, very soft.
Does Jake ever talk to you about his baby?
No.
No? He
Yeah.
never mentions his baby.
Yeah, because
I think it's
I didn't ask him. Yeah,
right.
but
Okay.
on
Is it
yeah,
is
on,
it boy or girl? Do you know?
a boy.
Boy, a
Yeah,
boy. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Must be about what, 6 weeks old now. Is that right? Something like that.
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Okay. 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 1 more minute, everyone. 1 more minute to prepare. And how about Paula? Is she doing the test now?
Yes. I don't know why, but she is busy all the time.
She works very hard.
Yeah, she study very a lot, in.
Yes.
And
No, she
yeah,
does.
because I asked her, that's all. What are you studying? Why are you studying so much?
Oh, well, I'm glad she enjoys it. At least she seems to enjoy it. I guess if you enjoy something, of course, it's not like doing work. If you enjoy it, that doesn't
Yes.
seem like work. So she's lucky. She's lucky she enjoys it. All right, 10 more seconds, everyone, and then we will get started in the speeches. Okay. All right, everyone, time is up. Of course, you can keep preparing while I am listening to other people speaking, but I think it might be useful also if you listen to what I'm saying when I give comments to what the other person has said, because hopefully that will help you improve too. So what I'm going to be listening for is just good English and correct use of adjectives. Okay, that's what I'm listening for this time. And also that you come up with a tidy 1-sentence conclusion. Okay, Kian, please. Kian.
Okay.
Okay, Kian, whenever you're ready, please.
So I'm going to introduce you to a friend of mine who is the most funny person I have ever met. We were a best friend since middle school. His name is Kian, the same as mine. We have met in elementary school, but we weren't that close because we were in different classes. And when we got to the middle school, we were put in the same class and we start becoming best friends real fast. We have a lot in common. First, you can see we share the same name. We share the same hobby, like playing football, playing video game, and a lot more. And we even share the same height. And he is truly an important friend to me. He always appears and accompany me whenever I'm in need. On the football field, he just what he alive. We like a dynamic duo. We always believe together we can beat any teams. Though when I got to high school, we now are deep in different school, but we still go in touch and still my best friend.
Okay, that was very good, Kian. What was your last sentence again, please?
Oh, I kind of mixed up. So,
He is still your best friend. Is that what you said?
like that.
Yeah.
Just make up the last sentence because I can I have enough time to write it down. So
Sure. No, that was a very good last sentence, Kian. He's
Yeah.
still my best friend. That was a great way to finish. So well done, okay? Now, just a couple of corrections, Kian. So I think you said he's the most funny person you know. Okay, better to use the word funniest instead of most funny, okay?
Yes.
Okay, so instead of saying Kian is the most funny person I know, you say Kian is the funniest, is correct English. Most funny is not yeah, is not really correct English. So funniest. The same if you're talking about the weather. You wouldn't say today is the most sunny day. You would say today is the sunniest day of the week. Okay, so funniest, not most funny. I think you said you start to become best friends. Better to use the past tense version of start, which is started. Okay, we started to become best friends. And I really like the use of adjectives, Kian, especially when you said dynamic duo. That was great. Excellent. Okay, excellent choice of adjectives. So that was really good, Kian. Well done. As far as time went, by the way, you are about 1 minute 40. Okay, so a little bit short, just a little bit short, but that's okay for the practice. Okay, so maybe just a little bit longer. If you can speak just a little bit longer. All right, Kian, any questions about what I've said?
No, I'm fine.
Okay, well done. Okay, Hunam, please. Hunam.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, Hunam, whenever you're ready, please.
Okay, let's start. Okay, so today, I'm going to talk to you about my precious, warm-hearted friend of mine. She's the most important person to me. And this friend of mine, we met at my high school when I got at high school. We shared the same class together, and the first time I met her, I remember is August in 2019. I believe that is, and at the at first sight, I can see that she's a out how can I start again? I'm a bit
Sure. You want to start again? That's fine. That's fine, Hunam.
okay. Okay. Let's start again.
Okay.
So today I'm going to talk about a precious, warm-hearted friend of mine. She's the most important person to me to this day. The first at first we are high school friends together. I just met her like 2 years ago, since August 2019. And at first I can easily notice that she is a outgoing person, because she can comfortably talking with others that she didn't know. And after exposed to her, I can see that she's a warm-hearted and caring friend. She's also caring, and she's a bit chatty. And she's really special to me because, to be honest, I like her a little bit, and she's a friend that can spend time with me, to sit down and have a conversation with me, to understand me really well. Oh, she's really important to me, and I really hope that we can keep this friendship for as long as possible.
Okay, that's the end, is it, Hunam?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll start with your ending. That is a good sentence to end on, but you need to make it sound like you are more confident with it by making sure you go down on your last words. Okay. Okay. So such as, I hope we can, I can't remember the exact words you said, but it was something like, I hope we can continue to be friends as long as possible.
Yes.
Okay, instead of you
Yeah.
went up, which made it sound like a question, of course.
Yeah.
Okay, so just remember to go down, and obviously that makes it sound like the sentence is finished, and it also makes you sound more confident, all right? So just remember when you're finishing this to go down. And the other thing, so you were about 1 minute 30. To make it longer, give me a couple of examples,
Yeah,
okay,
I could
of
have
things that she's done.
extend more because I got a little bit of panic from my last go. So
Sure, sure. That's
so it's
fine, but that's why we practice these things, okay? So don't worry about that, okay? Don't worry. You're going at a good speed, Hunam, okay? You don't want to go any slower
Okay.
or faster than that. And there's nothing wrong with stopping for a couple of seconds if you suddenly lose where you are in your talk, okay? Just stop for a couple of seconds and go on with something else. Just think what is next. And I hope you've got some notes there of maybe adjectives or situations. For example, an example situation might be a time, she helped you with a test. She gave you a book that you'd forgotten, something like that.
Yeah, I note
So-
some adjectives in that I forgot to give some examples. So
Okay.
the speech could be a little bit short.
Yes. So that's how to make it longer, though. But if you know those
Okay.
things, so you have to practice doing them. I like you did have some good adjectives in there, like outgoing. Did you say shabby at one stage?
Chatty.
Oh, chatty.
Yeah.
Okay, chatty. She's very chatty. Okay, sorry, I misheard that as shabby. That's fine. Okay, so you know what to do, Hunam, for next time?
Yeah, I know. I got
Yeah,
it.
so you have the basics of the speech are fine, okay? The introduction was fine. The final sentence was fine. Just the main thing that was, and your English was good. Just the main thing that was missing to make it
It's the
longer were
stress.
just a couple of examples about
Yeah.
things she has helped you with. But she sounds like a great friend. Thank you, Hunam.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, knock, please. Knock.
Hello.
Okay, knock. Whenever you're ready, please.
Okay, I'm ready.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to talk about a friend that is quite important to me. Her name is Hami, and she's studying at the Nguyễn Huệ High School for the Gifted. She's knowledgeable at chemistry, and she's thin. She always wears glasses, and she's really friendly. Like she always gives us big smiles whenever she meets us. Um, Hami, she's extremely kind, talented, generous, intelligent. Moreover, she has an unswerving loyalty. I think like she has never betrayed me before. So that's the thing I really appreciate. However, she's self-seeking from time to time, but it doesn't matter. Hami has Hami encouraged me a lot, and she's a person who boosted me to study harder. She assisted me to cope with some mathematics problems, uh, which are quite difficult and tough to me. And yeah, that's all about Hami, who is the person after my own heart. Thank you.
Okay. All right. So that was all very good English, Knock. Very good English. Okay, all of it. Just again a little bit short. All right. So that was about 1 minute 20. Okay. So I liked your use of adjectives, unswerving loyalty. That's great. That was really good. Okay. All your tenses were good. All your grammar was good, Knock. So your English was very good. The only thing you need to do is make it a little bit longer. Okay. And the way to do that, just as I was saying to Hunam, is to make the examples a little bit longer. You said she helped you with math, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So tell me the story of that. Okay. So you would say, one day I was having this real problem with my math test or my math problem. It was to do with algebra. And I was just having such a hard time figuring this out. And she came to me and she said, look, why don't you put this in this column and y in this column, and then you can show that x plus y equals z. See what I've done? I've made it into a little story. All right. And then after after I'd done that, I felt so much better, and the teacher was really pleased with me, and that's why I love my friend so much. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so you had the example about the math thing. That's fine, but just expand it. All right, make it into a bit more of a story. What she actually did and what happened, and you will fill up 2 minutes, no problem. And what was your last line, Knock, please?
That's all about Hami, who is the person after my own heart.
Okay, a person after my own heart. That's good. That's fine. Okay, you did very well. Thank you, Knock. Okay, Viet Lin, please.
Okay, I'm here.
Okay, Viet Lin, whenever you're ready.
I'm going to talk to you about an important aspect in my life. It pertains to the friendship I have with a friend, Khang. He's a good guy, just a little eccentric, I would say, because someday he will talk like there is no tomorrow, and someday he was just wouldn't talk. We met because we were in the same class in secondary school. At first, I couldn't find a way to interact with him because I was an introvert and I was quite intimidated by how fast he was talking. But some day later, because our houses is quite a long distance away, we had to stay at school when we didn't have any period. And in that time, we bonded over things we had in common, such as anime, games, and books. And because of that, I doubt that in the future, I would find a like-minded person as him. That was bad.
Okay, that was a little bit short. Viet Lin,
Yeah.
okay, a little bit short. Okay, it was just over 1 minute. All right. So first thing I'm going to ask you to do, Viet Lin, is slow down. Slow down, please. Okay, you're going quite fast. All right.
I know I had to slow down, but I'm still talking fast.
Yes, but you're not talking fast now. So please, the same. Just think of it as walking. Okay, walking your way through your talk. Walk through your talk. Okay, just think of it like that. And you will find it gets a little bit easier because it gives you more time to think while you're doing that. Okay, so just walk through your talk for me.
Yes.
Okay, so slow down. What you said was good. Again, same as the others, I would like you to give me more examples to make these talks longer. Okay, so you can fill in the 2 minutes. Give more detailed examples of what they've helped you with, or you are doing some, if you like, anime. Talk about your favorite anime that you maybe have shared together, that you have bonded over.
Yes. Yes.
All right, so something like that. So just don't say we both like anime. It is good, but then give an example of some anime. All right.
Okay.
Okay, that is how to make it longer. So just give examples and tell just more of a little story in there. And you should be able to do this. Your English is good, Viet Lin. So you should be able to do this without thinking too hard about the words you're going to use. All right. So remember, you don't have to use complicated words. All right. Better to use simple words and get them all correct. The only grammar mistake I heard you say was, I think you said intimidate when you meant to say intimidated.
No, I did say intimidated. I guess
You did
the,
say, okay. Okay.
I guess the
All
mic
right.
just didn't pick up.
I guess so. All right. That's fine. Any other questions, Viet Lin, about what I said?
No, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Viet Lin. Okay, who's next? Gao Khan. Gao Khan.
I'm here.
Okay, Gao Khan, whenever you're ready, please.
Today I will tell you about my best friend. His name is Nam. He looks very tall. At school, we always play together. Also, he usually comes to my home to play video games and play football. I all play football at the weekend. Before being best friend, we was a classmate, but we really understand each other. He always know what I need or like, and so do I. So we become closer. Sometimes we don't need to talk to each other, but we still understand. And that's why he is special to me.
Okay, very good, Gao Khan. That's very good talk. Just again, a little bit short, okay? Remember you are aiming for 2 minutes. Okay, so that was a little bit short, but the English was very good, Gao Khan. Just remember I heard a couple of places where you left the S off. For example, I think I heard you say best friend when you meant to say best friends. We are best friends. All right. So I didn't hear the S. Just make sure you put the S on the plural words and to keep everything in past tense. But that was very good, Gao Khan. Okay. And you talked at a good speed too. I could understand you very clearly. So well done. That's good. So just make it a little bit longer, the same advice as I've given to the others by just giving some examples, all right, of the things that they have done to you. If they are kind and generous, give me an example of a kind or generous thing they have done. Okay, thank you, Gao Khan. Hello, Michael.
Oh,
Hi, are you ready?
yes.
Excellent. Whenever you're ready, Michael.
Hello, everyone. Today I'm going to talk about my old pal, the comedian, the actor of my class. He's the funniest friend I have. Hmm. I first met him when I was 8. It was a sunny day when I was practicing my bike. I ride my bike around the Gym Lake, and I suddenly the wheels on the bike just fell off. I ran into the tree, and yeah, I got injured. I got injured. Then said he suddenly came and yeah, he asked me if I was hurt. I answered, yeah, I was pretty pain. I was pretty. That's a word I can. I was feeling pretty painful that time. And after a while in talking, we become friends. A day later, after I first came to the school, I met him in my class, and knowing him was my classmate. Uh, he was a funny guy, he's tall and fearless. He once saved me from the school bullies when he charged into the bullies and he pushed them away. Then he pulled my hand and ran. He's special to me because he's one my savior and he will always be. Overall, me and uh, me and him are my friendship between me and him will be always kept. I think that's finished.
Okay, that was actually more than 2 minutes, Michael. Okay, so you get the prize for being the first to talk for 2 minutes. Okay,
Oh,
well done. What was your last line again?
um, the friendship overall the friendship between me and him will always be like indestructible or something.
Yeah, will always be what? Indestructible. It's indestructible. Indestructible. Yeah. Good last line. Okay. So that was good, Michael. So I like the speed at which you went. The rest of you listening will notice that Michael had a few pauses in his talk. That's absolutely fine, okay, because it made it sound more like natural conversation. So that's good, Michael. So don't worry about if you think you are not talking enough. You are talking plenty, okay?
Oh, okay.
Having those gaps is fine. And like I say, you're the only person who's got to 2 minutes so far. So that's good. I really liked your examples, 2 great examples. One where he helped you when you fell off your bike. Okay,
Yeah.
that was an interesting story. I was listening to that very closely. Great. And also when he helped you with the school bullies. All right, another
Yes.
great story. All right,
Thank
so they
you.
were two excellent examples. All right, and they easily helped you talk for 2 minutes.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, so that's how it works. So the rest of you listening, just hear what Michael did. He told 2 stories about how his friend had helped him. You used some good adjectives too, Michael. So that was very good, very good. All right, I just want to hear your ending now. Be more confident. All right.
Yes, thank you.
Your last sentence. And it's one of the things I think maybe is easiest to write down as part of your preparation, because I know sometimes with these things, you can get a little bit lost and you keep trying to think of things and think of things. And am I finished yet? And it can really help if suddenly you know that you have your last sentence already written down that makes sense. And it's a good, confident finish to your
Yes,
talk.
thank you.
And that improves the feel of the whole talk. All right, it makes the whole talk sound better. So well done, Michael. That was great. Very good. Okay, Hakan.
No.
Hello, Hakan. Are you ready?
Uh, uh,
Whenever you're ready, please, Hakan.
yeah, I'm not sure. I having a problem. I'm coughing, so I don't think I can talk.
Sorry, you don't think you can talk?
Yeah, you see, I'm coughing, so I think that I can.
Sorry, you're coughing.
Yeah, coughing.
Okay. Do you want to try, please, Hakan?
I think I can try.
You don't think you
Sorry.
can try?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay. All right. Who else? I haven't heard from Zung Ha. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Zung Ha, sorry, I didn't say hello to you at the beginning.
Don't worry because I get into class pretty late because I have
Yes.
some problem with my computer.
Right. Okay. But you're here now. That's the main thing. Okay, Zung Ha, are you ready to give your talk?
I don't think I'm ready, but I think I will try.
Okay. Whenever you're ready, please, Zung Ha.
I'm going to introduce to you about one of my most important friends. Her name is Chang, and we first met at primary school. My first impression of her is she had a long dark hair and a white skin. She is really tall too. She now study with me from primary school until secondary school, but in secondary school we are in different class, but we still play with each other very close. So like we don't have much common, don't have much common hobbies, but she plays sport very well, and I don't, but I can help her in her study. So that's why we can help each other in many like in many times. Like if I want to improve my mental health or she want to improve hers, her grade at school. She is very special to me because sometimes if I have some trouble, she will help me and she will lend me a shoulder to cry on. She always she always go with me to thick and thin, and that's why she one of my most important friends.
Okay, that's the end, Zungha?
Yes.
Okay, all right. So just starting at your last line again, remember to go down at the end to indicate that you are finished. Remember to put your voice tone down. So you would say, and that's why she is one of my most important friends. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. It makes you sound more confident, and it makes the examiner then knows that your speech is finished if you have a definite ending like that by going down. Just a couple of, just remember your S's on the plural words. I think I heard you say grade rather than grades. Okay. You talked about her having much common. It's you and her not having much common, much in common, much in common. Okay. And you had some good adjectives in there, Zungha, such as shoulder to cry on. That was a good idiomatic expression. Shoulder to cry on. That was great. So that was good, Zungha. Just be careful of just some of those grammar things, such as the S's and making sure everything is in past tense. Any questions? Any questions, Zungha?
No, thanks.
Okay. No, that was good effort, Zungha. That's good. Again, just remember with the ending, the last sentence, I keep talking about this, is very important for leaving the examiner with a positive impression of your talk. Okay. So even if you get a little bit lost in the middle, if you can get the last sentence to sound confident, that will actually help your whole talk sound confident. Okay, who's left? Tone. I don't think we've done you yet.
Yeah.
Okay, Tone, whenever you're ready, please.
Well, I'm going to talk about my best friend since my secondary school. She's ABC, and we first met was at my first day. Was on the first day at my secondary school. At first, like I thought she was very serious, and she was the coolest person in my class. But um, uh, the more I talked to her, the more I thought that she's very friendly, and from that from that time I like I I I really think I thought that she would be my best friend forever. Um, she's she is a very like uh, a very good looking, a very pretty person, and she is very caring. She always have me doing with my homework, and like she's very good at English too. We have to share a lot of memories together. I remember the time my mom and her mom thought that we were in love because like we spent too much time together, and we have we have to use a lot. We have to use a lot of time to 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 prove that we are truly poorly friends, not a lover. And like I don't think I can find someone I can spend more time than her.
Okay,
So
okay, Tone, that's more than 2 minutes. That's more than 2 minutes.
I
Okay.
okay.
Okay, what is your last line going to be, Tone?
Like I after she is my best friend forever. I hope.
Okay, so you would say, I hope she's going to be my best friend forever. All right. So you put just change the order of the words in the sentence. I hope she's
Okay.
going to be my best friend forever. All right. Sounds better. That's what a native speaker would say. I hope she's going to be my best friend forever. That's a good ending. Tone, that was good. All right. So you talked about her being the coolest person in the class. You had some good adjectives in there. If you're going to say someone is pretty, you don't need to say she is a pretty person. Okay. The word person, you don't need to use that.
All right.
All right. So he is handsome. She is pretty. She is cool. You don't need to say she's a cool person. Just say she is cool. All right. That shows better command of English. All right. If you know you don't need to use the word person. All right. She helped you with your homework. Maybe give an example, although you didn't have any time filling up the 2 minutes. So that was good, Tone. All right. So good use of English. All right. And I liked when you talked about how you remember about her mother and your mother, we're talking about you.
Yeah.
That is a good example. That's a good example. All right. So well done, Tone. Okay. I think that is everyone. Is there anyone I've missed out? Speak up now, please. Okay. That's everyone. So in summary, everyone, that was mostly pretty good. I just want to hear from those of you who didn't more examples about why your friend is special to you. And if your friend has done something to help you, please give a more detailed example of that to help fill in the 2 minutes. If they've helped you with your homework, they've helped you in a certain situation, like the bike crash that Michael had, or you share a common interest like playing football or playing a game, give an example of a football match or give an example of a game that you share together. All right, that will help make your talk longer. And again, I keep emphasizing this, make sure you have a good, confident, tidy ending. All right, and that you finish going down. You finish your speech going down in tone. All right, so that it makes it sound very tidy and neat, and you will get extra marks for that. All right, so we're going to have a short break now, everyone. A very short break. When we come back, we'll be doing the paraphrase exercise. So short break for just 2 minutes. If you want to go to the bathroom or get a drink of water, which is what I'm going to do right now. So I'll see you in 2 minutes. Okay, everyone, welcome back. Hope you were able to at least stand up and stretch your legs. I think these classes, hour and a half is a long time to stay sitting down. And if you can, when we have a short break like this, yes, just like you're doing, Michael, okay, have a stretch, even stand up and just stretch your legs is good for you. Good for your body and also good for your mind. It will help you stay awake. Okay, so what we are going to do now is I will share this with you. So, paraphrasing practice. Remember, I have said that paraphrasing is a very important part of the Ielts test. And the reasons it is important, again, as I've said, is because it shows that you understand the topic and it also gives you a chance to show the vocabulary you know. So what I'm going to get you to do with this, and I don't know if I need to do this or not, but I'll do it anyway. I will share the link with you all so that you can write on this document, and I'll share it with you on chat. So if you can have a look at your chat, click on this link, and you should be able to write on the document. Right. Knock.
Yeah.
Hello. Knock. Can you read the paragraph to me, please? Okay.
Okay.
Can you see it? Can you see it?
No, I haven't seen it.
Okay. You should be able to see it. You should be able to see it on your screen. Where it says paraphrasing practice. And also I've sent you the link in the chat box. So you can click on it, okay, which means you can write on it. Can you see it now?
Yeah.
Okay, can you read the paragraph for me, please?
Okay. So many people when driving, oh,
Yes, that's right. Hello, Knock.
Here. Many people when driving their cars go over the speed limit in city centers. As a way of solving this, the government should put more speed cameras on major streets to put people off speeding. If this is done, more people whose speed will be caught and this problem will eventually be solved.
Okay, good reading, Knock. Great reading, thank you. I'll just actually center this so you can see it maybe a little bit better, like so. Okay, so what you have to do is rewrite this paragraph, paraphrase it, all right, using these words, which I have written down here. Now, just to make it a little bit more difficult, all right, you don't need to use all these words and phrases. Some of them are not suitable, all right? Some of them are not suitable. So you choose which words to use and which not to use. All right, so I'll give you 5 minutes or so to do this. Any questions what you need to do? Again, you need to paraphrase this paragraph, all right, using some of these words and phrases. Okay, please start writing.
Rick? Rick,
Yes.
can I use words that you didn't give us, like outside
No,
words?
no,
Okay.
no. I want you to use the words that are there. So it makes it both a little bit easier and a little bit harder at the same time. Okay, just another couple of minutes. Okay, everyone, I think we'll stop there because I want to get on to these idioms before we finish for this afternoon. Sorry, for this morning. Sorry, for this afternoon. Getting my times confused. Okay, Nam, since I seen you finished, we'll start with you. Can you read your paragraph for me, please?
Okay. Wait. Okay. Many people, when riding their vehicles, exceed the speed limit in the city centers. As a way of solving this, the authorities should install more speed cameras on major motorways to put people off speeding. By doing this, more citizens who speed will be caught red-handed, and this problem will be eventually be solved.
Okay, Nam, that's pretty good. All right, that's pretty good. The
Thank
only
you.
real mistake you've made is this one, riding. Okay, has to be driving.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
has to be driving. You can't you ride a bicycle, or a motorcycle, but you drive a car.
Yeah, I forgot about
Okay,
that.
yeah, so that has to be driving. But the rest of it's pretty good, Nam. All right.
Thank you.
Excellent English. So that's a good paraphrase. All right, and you chose the right ones. Okay, well done. Any questions, Nam, about that?
No question asked.
The only one, if I was being very picky, is that I would, instead of having solved here, I would change that to resolved. All right.
Yeah,
All right. Resolved is a slightly better way of saying it, but solved isn't wrong. Okay. So solved isn't wrong, but resolved, if I was being very picky, a native speaker would say resolved. That's all.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. All right, Zung Ha, please.
Yes. Many citizens, when driving their vehicles, go over the speed limit in city centers. As an answer to solving this, the government ought to put more speed cameras on major streets to put people off speeding. By doing this, more people who break the laws will be arrested, and this problem will eventually stop.
Okay, that's not bad. Not bad. Not bad at all. Just one pronunciation thing. This word here, Zung Ha, is major. major, major, major. Okay, but that's good, Sungha. Many citizens, when driving their vehicles, go over the speed of city centers. As an answer to solving this, I'm going to put more speed centers. Yeah, that's good, Sungha. Good paraphrasing. Any questions for me about those words?
No thanks.
Okay. Okay, Lynn, please. Viet Lynn.
Okay, I'm here. Many people, when driving their vehicles, exceed the speed limit in the city centers. An answer to this challenge is by increasing the speed cameras on major streets. It will deter people from speeding. By doing this, more people who speed will be caught red-handed, and this problem will eventually be solved.
All right, good reading, Viet Lynn. Just the only problem is with your second sentence here. What have you done? An answer to this challenge is by increasing the speed cameras. Okay, so you would have to have something like, increasing, and I haven't got it here, but if you are going to use speed cameras in that way, you would have to say increasing the number of speed cameras on major streets. Instead
So
of
that's why.
increasing the speed cameras doesn't quite make sense. Okay, you would have to have something else in here, some sort of qualifier. So increasing the number of speed cameras on major streets. Which will deter people from speeding. So instead of it, you'd have to say which will deter. Does that make sense to you now, Viet Lynn?
Yeah, I thought that I felt the sentence was a little weird, but I couldn't find the reason.
Yeah, that's the reason. So number of speed cameras, which will deter people from speeding. Yeah. Okay, and that tidies that up. So it's now correct. By doing this, more people who speed will be caught red-handed, and this problem will eventually be solved. And as I was saying before to Nam, so the resolved is the better choice. Okay, but solved isn't wrong, but resolved is a better choice of word. That's why I put it there. Okay, Michael, please.
Yes, many people when driving their vehicles exceed the speed limit in the city center. As an answer to this problem, the government should install more speed cameras on major towns to stop people from off-speeding. By doing this, more people who speed will be caught and speed prevention will eventually be resolved.
Okay, good use of the word resolved, Michael. Again, when you're writing something out, please remember your capital letters at the start of sentences. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Obviously, if you did this in an exam, you would get marks off for that. An answer to this problem. What have I got here for you? An answer to this problem. Let's have a look. And you probably need to rewrite the second sentence, I think, Michael, to make it make more sense. For a start, this should be, the on should be in major towns to stop people from, and you don't need off there, okay? To stop people from speeding. I'm just trying to think of a way you can use these words to start the second sentence.
Yeah.
You would say an answer to this problem is for the government. So you would have I can do it quickly for you, is for, okay, is for the
okay.
government, and then you would have to change this to 2.
Okay.
All right. An answer to this problem is for the government to install more speed cameras in major towns to stop people from speeding. Again, that needs a
Okay.
capital letter. By doing this, more people who speed will be caught, and speed prevention isn't quite right. We're not talking about, we're talking about a speeding problem, not speed prevention. Okay, so this one was incorrect. Okay, you didn't need to use speed prevention. It's one of the ones you shouldn't have chosen. All right, so you would, so not this one. People who speed will be caught, and you would need to say something like the speeding problem will eventually be resolved. Does that make sense, Michael?
Yes. Okay.
Okay, good. Tone, please.
Yeah.
Okay, whenever you're ready.
Many citizens, when driving their cars, go over the speed limit in urban areas. In order to stop them breaking the law, the government ought to put more speed cameras on major streets to put people off speeding. By doing this, more people who excess the limit will be arrested, and this problem will eventually be resolved.
Okay, Tone, that is excellent. Okay, this would get you an 8. All right, an 8 out of 10. I think, at least. Okay, that's very good, Tone. This will get you level, this is level 8 writing. Okay, so Tone,
Okay.
I have no corrections to make. Okay, Tone, well done.
Thank you.
All right, that is perfect English. Very good. Okay, Kian.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, Kian, can you read for me, please?
Many citizens, when driving their vehicles, have exceeded the permitted speed in the city center. An answer to this problem is that the authorities should install more speed cameras on major streets to put people breaking the law. By doing this, a large number of people who speed will be arrested, and this problem will eventually be solved.
Okay, Kian, that's not bad. There's just this last phrase here in your second sentence isn't correct. All right. An answer to this problem is that the authorities should install more speed cameras on major streets to what? Not put people who are breaking the law. Okay. To put people off speeding. Okay. You could still use that again to put people off speeding, but what you have done here isn't correct. Okay. This doesn't make sense. To put people breaking the law.
Okay.
So you would have to just change it back to what it was, to put people off speeding. Okay, and that is speeding. Okay, but the rest of it is fine, Kian. The rest of it is fine. Okay? Okay, so that's good, Kian. Just that last phrase didn't make sense. Okay, Hakan.
There are many people driving their cars overcome the term speed in a town. To fix this problem, the government should install more camera on major street to cut red-hand people when they go over speed limit. By doing this, they can capture more people who go over speed limit, and this problem will be fixed.
Okay, so there are a few mistakes in there, Hakan. So the first one is, all right, have to start there with a capital T, all right? All right, there are many people driving their cars. This doesn't make sense, all right? So you would have to say something like, there are many people driving their cars, all right? Where are we? All right, who exceed who exceed the speed limits in town. Hang on, just going to get rid of that the. Okay, there are many people driving their cars who exceed the speed limit in town. To fix this problem, the government should install more cameras, has to be plural, okay? More cameras on major streets, all right? To catch people. Catch people red-handed, okay? Not red-handed people. Catch people red-handed when they go over the speed limit. Oops. The limit. By doing this, they can capture more people, catch more people who go over the limit, the speed limit, and this problem will be fixed. All right. Do the corrections I've made make sense, Hakan?
Okay.
Okay. All right. So, yes. I don't think there's anything else I need to do to change that. Okay. Knock, please.
How?
Okay.
The number of citizens driving their vehicles exceed the speed limit in major towns is increasing. The authorities should install more speed cameras in urban areas to put people off speeding. By doing this, more people who speed will be caught red-handed, and this problem will be eventually be resolved.
Okay, Knock, that's not bad. Okay, there's only one main mistake you made on that, and that's to do with this word here, exceed. What should it be? Different form of the word. Same word, different form. What is it? Can you guess?
I don't know.
Okay, should be this. Okay, should be exceeding. The number of citizens driving their vehicles exceeding the speed limit in major towns is increasing. Okay, the same as you've done with, you've turned drive into driving, which is correct. Exceed needs to be turned into exceeding. Okay. And the same one with this one. Increase, you've turned into increasing. So they all have to finish in ing. Okay. Okay, Knock, any questions?
Okay, thank you.
Okay. No, that's only one mistake, Knock. So that was good. Only one mistake. All right. Galkan.
Yeah.
Okay, Galkan, can you please read your sentence? Your paragraph, sorry.
Many people driving too fast in city centers. To deal with this problem, more cameras should be put on measure by the government to put people off speeding. If they do that, more drivers will be caught when they go over the speed limit, and the problem of speeding will be solved perfectly.
Okay, that's not too bad, Galkan. I just need to make some changes to this. All right. The first one is many people drive too fast in city centers. To deal with this problem, more cameras should be put, okay, on major roads or streets by the government to put people off speeding. If they do that, more drivers will be caught when they go over the speed limit, and the problem of speeding will be, as I mentioned to a couple of others, this should be resolved. Okay, resolved. All right, you don't need perfectly. All right, perfectly is redundant. Okay, does that make sense, Gao Khan? Hello, Gao Khan.
Cao Khánh kìa con, trả lời xem nào. Cao Khánh ơi,
Dạ đây ạ.
con trả lời thầy xem nào.
Okay,
Ok chưa?
I hope my corrections make sense, Gao Khan.
Con hiểu ý của thầy chưa?
Yeah.
Hiểu chưa?
I understand.
Okay, you understand. And just before, okay, I can see it's past already. So just before we finish, I will show you, there are several ways. There is no one correct way to paraphrase this. Okay, there are several different ways you can do it. This is the model answer that I have written. Okay, using the words, and you can see I've made them bold here from the options that I gave you. Many people, when driving their cars, exceed the speed limit in urban centers. All right, urban centers. Urban is another synonym for city. Urban is a good synonym for city. As an answer to solving this problems, the authorities, okay, authorities is a good synonym for government. Authorities and government are the same sort of thing. Ought to install more speed cameras on major streets to deter people. All right. Deter is the same as to put people off. Deter means to stop someone doing something. So it means the same as to put people off from breaking the law. Okay, so instead of speeding, I've put breaking the law. All right, because I had that as one of the options in here. By doing this, more citizens, okay, I've used citizens instead of people, as several of you did, I know, whose speed will be caught red-handed. Okay, several of you used this correctly, which is great to know. All right. By the way, that this phrase "caught red-handed," it comes from when maybe somebody murdered someone else. All right, with a knife, they would have blood on their hands. All right, a little bit gruesome, I know, but that's where the phrase comes from. The police would catch you red-handed. They would catch you with blood on your hands, maybe from killing someone or injuring someone. So that's where this phrase comes from, this idiom comes from. But several have used this correctly. That's good. And this problem will eventually be resolved. Okay, so congratulations to, who was it? Kian, I think. Was it Kian? I think who got it completely correct. I'll just go back and check that. Yes, it was. So well done, Kian. Okay, and again, we haven't had a chance to go through the idioms, all right, but we'll try get onto that next week, because the idioms are useful because as well as teaching you new language, okay, it also teaches you new vocabulary and phrases as well. So I'm keen to get started on those. Okay, can you please turn your cameras on so I can see you? Some of you I haven't seen all afternoon. Okay, that's good to see you. Zung Ha, at last I get to see you. Hi. All right, so thank you everyone. Thank you for concentrating on that. So the speeches are getting better. Okay, I'm pleased to let you know the speeches are getting better. The main thing, again, I emphasize is give examples, okay, to make your speeches longer. Some of you are having trouble reaching the 2-minute mark. So give examples of the things you are talking about. If a friend, which is what we were talking about, has helped you, give an example of how they've helped you. Don't just say they are generous and kind because they help me. Give an example of that. And again, write out your last sentence as part of your preparation so you can finish confidently. All right. Are there any questions before we finish? No questions? All right. Kian, can you please stay at the end of class just for a couple of minutes? Okay.
Okay.
Great. Thank you, Kian. All right. The rest of you, I hope you have an enjoyable afternoon. I hope you get the chance to relax a little bit. And I look forward to seeing you next Sunday. And again, happy Teachers' Day to Mrs. Ha. Happy
Hi.
Teachers' Day for yesterday.
Thank you very much. Mhm.
Okay, you're welcome. Okay, and as always, lovely to see all of you. Thank you for your hard work. I know a lot of you have a lot of work to do, and this is just one class of many. So I appreciate your concentration that you give to this class. Thank you. Thank you for being part of it. I look forward to seeing you next week. Bye.
Thank you, Rick.
Bye.
Goodbye,
Thank you.
teacher.
Thank you, Michael.
Chào
Bye.
cô.
Bye bác.